Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome to GPS Trading. So I'm really excited to kick off a series starting from this video, starting from today, where I'll be doing daily trade recaps. I'll be sharing every single one of my trades and the reason behind why I took them, and of course the outcomes. It doesn't matter if it's a win or a loss, and the technicals behind all those trades. So it doesn't really matter if you are a beginner or an experienced pro trader. You'll be getting a lot of value from all these trade recaps, and especially if you are an SMC trader or any other such similar technical concepts you're using to trade, you'll be getting a lot of value from this. So my goal is to just be transparent and journal my trades at the same time. So it's a win-win for both of us. You'll be getting insights into my trades, how I approach the market, how I manage my trades after taking an entry, where I place my stop loss, where I place my take profits every single day. And just as a quick background, I have been doing this for about 3 years of my life, and I specialize in smart money concepts. Uh, I just follow a strategy that I developed on my own, but the strategy itself, it's a product of smart money concepts. So you'll be getting a lot of value from this, and let's begin. So 5th of December 2024, Thursday, this is the day I'm going to recap. And as you can see, I have marked all these things, but you don't have to worry. I'll do this again from the scratch because you won't be able to understand anything if it's like this. Okay. If you see here, I use just a single indicator, and the purpose is to highlight my session timings. I only trade sessions. I don't sit 10 hours in the system and trade for all those time. I just trade for 4 hours. That's it. I just work for 4 hours, 2 hours each session, London and New York, and then I do something else. There's no reason to trade every like 10 hours, 12 hours. There's no reason. Okay, so if you can see here, the market has turned bullish. It was previously bearish, so now the market has turned bullish, and this is the situation and the structure we are presented with on 5th of December. So the session starts, okay? It's slightly highlighted. Wait a second. Yes, you can see it's highlighted. The session has started. Okay. So what the market does first? There's a high here, okay? So the market tries its best to break this high, but fails breaking it, and it sweeps all the liquidity above it. The reason why I say it fails is you can see there is no closure of candles. It's a sweep. It's a liquidity sweep, and it gives about 3 inside candles here. So it's accumulating live liquidity inside the structure. There's no setup for me. Okay, the market once again sweeps this high. So a lot of sell side liquidity is accumulated here. It's not good for bullish. Now I'll be looking to sell the market. As I only post all these trade recaps in the Euro USD pair. The reason is I do trade multiple markets and few pairs. I do analyze many pairs, but this is my primary pair. Okay, so if you guys want all the analysis for every single pair, it's okay. I will try my best to post every single one of them, but this is the pair that I focus the most on. Okay, so now the market has swept this high. Good sell side liquidity is accumulated. Now actually yeah, now this is an inducement for me for my strategy. So now I'll be looking for sell entries starting from this a beautiful order block right here. It's a beautiful order block, a good sweep, a good double sweep. So I'll be looking for sell entries here. Okay. Stop loss, I do use a bigger stop loss. I don't really use a very tight SL. I like to put it like here. According to my strategy, of course. I have back tested this countless times, and I have countless data, both back tested and journal data that I take in the live markets. So that's how I place. That's the reason why I place the stop loss not here, not here, and here. Okay. Now where should we target this? I use fixed target system. I don't really use trailing stop or a big like 10 hour or 7 hour or something. It works, but according to my strategy and my mental capability, 2.1, 1 is to 2.1. That's all I look for in the markets. Okay, like I said, we are dealing with this structure right here. We didn't get a BOS, a proper BOS. Okay, and this structure is an invalid structure. The reason is there is no inducement inside the structure, so it's an invalid structure to me. But anyway, we will be looking for buy setups inside the structure. So this is 50 fib level. I never take any entry in the premium zone, only in the discount zone. For of course, you know this. I think you know this. The probability of a trade winning in the premium zone is far less than a trade in the discount zone. Okay, this is my first trade. I placed a limit order here, and the market did not tag me in. The market didn't tag me in. The market kept this order block as it is, and it started moving down. But still, this entry is valid unless and until the price hits the 50% OB, a 50% fib level. This entry and this order block is valid. Okay, yeah. Now this order, this untagged order is invalid. The reason is, of course, the market has tapped into 50% fib level. But I'll just keep this order block for checking the movements of market. So here there are two order blocks, two very significant order blocks in the structure. The one here, let me highlight this. The one here, which gave a good momentum, and the price was it gave a good candle right here, a bullish candle. And the next one is this extreme order block. These two are the only order blocks that look significant, and I'll be looking for buy setups in these order blocks. In fact, I won't be looking for buy setups. I'll just buy when the market taps in here. But there's a small issue in this taking buys from this order blocks. The reason is the market it didn't give a break of structure here. So I will be taking a slightly extreme order block here, this one, and I will be placing my buy here, and I'll be covering both of these order blocks. And if you can see here, there is a trend line liquidity here. So there's a good chance market could come sweep this. This order block right here is mitigated, so there's no chance, already less chance the market will come here to mitigate this order block. So my SL will be about here. Yeah, this is the best we can do. About 12 pips of SL. Let's see what happens. Okay. Okay. This is the significant order block, like I said, but like I said, it didn't give us a proper BOS. So I'm taking an extreme order block here as an entry point. Okay. Okay. So if you see here, I would have taken an entry from this order block to the downside, targeting to the downside like this. And the reason why I take this is very simple. The market hasn't still mitigated any significant order blocks. This is the most significant order block, but the market has not mitigated this. It's accumulating liquidity here. There are tons and tons of liquidity below this structure, and the market is accumulating just right above this order block. So what happens is the market will look like it's about to it's about to go up. Suddenly it comes down, sweeps all the liquidity here, takes on this huge amount of liquidity here, taps in any of one, or either in this order block or in this order block, or it can even go to this order block right here below, and then it will look forward to again continuing the uptrend. This is what happens usually. So just give me a second. So that's the reason I was looking for a sell setup in this very small structure. But I won't be taking limit entries here because this is a very, very insignificant structure. Proper there's no proper anything to mark here. So I'll be taking stop entries here instead of limit entries. But like I said, the price has failed this order block, and this order block becomes insignificant and a failed order block, so there's no more entries here. But now the market has given me an inducement here. This is an inducement. So what I will do is I'll be looking forward to take buy setups from this order block. The reason why I take this is very simple. We were waiting for the market to give us a proper confirmation entry to take bullish entries, since it didn't give us a proper breakout structure, or else we would have taken an order from this order block itself. But now we have got an inducement after tapping into the 50% fib level. This is a good bullish sign, so I'll be taking an entry here in this order block. I'll be placing my stops about here. Yeah, about 66 pips. This is an entry, guys. Don't forget, this is everything that I did in the live market. I placed this entry, and I placed an entry here, and I placed an entry here right now. So let's see what happens. The market tags me in, and this was a winning trade for me. Okay, like I said, there are tons and tons of liquidity below the structure. The market is accumulating this. So let's see what happens. As you can see, the session timing is over right here. I won't be taking any entries after this after the 2 hours of the London session. I have just been tagged into one entry. So what I do is I just cancel these entries right after session. The session timing is closed. But I'll be marking all these order blocks, so I can study how the market moves when it mitigates every single order block. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna trade right here. Okay, my TP is, like I said, 2.1. Okay. Okay. Yeah. The market taps into my TP and the profit is booked. 2.1 hour profit till now. Okay, let's see what happens. See, that's the reason you should always mark the significant order blocks when you're charting. The reason is you can study how the market reacts when it touches every single order block. If you see, this order block was significant because the market didn't give us a breakout structure here, and it's a product of a sweeping candle. This order block has been formed after sweeping tons and tons of liquidity. But if you see here, after doing all those things, the market literally doesn't respect this order block. It just gives us a small inside candle, and then after sweeping the inside candles low, it just breaks the structure, and it also fails the order block. So you should be able to notice all these things when you trade. So this BOS is a slightly minor BOS for me. I take this as uh, a minor breakout structure. The reason is we are still in this structure. Still, this is the valid low for us. Oh, that's too big. Okay. Okay. Still, this is the valid low for us. The reason is the breakout structure this structure needs to get. This is the place where we got a breakout structure for that structure. This is a proper BOS. So now I'll be taking this. I'll just be uh, okay. I'll just draw a line here. Okay. So that this means that this is still the end of the structure, and we got a breakout structure only here after all these sweeps. So let's see what happens in the New York session. Okay, we are inside the session right now. Okay, this is a very minor breakout structure, and I will be looking for entries right here. Stop entries, of course. This is a very insignificant structure. When you are trying to trade and you enter into insignificant order blocks or insignificant structures, it's always better if you don't use limit entries. I suggest you guys to use stop entries instead. You'll be saving a lot of SLs. Okay. Okay, now this becomes okay. We got another very tiny BO, tiny minor BOs here. Okay, so this is invalid for me, and I'll be trying to take entries, buy entries from here. Of course, stop entries. This insignificant order block, insignificant structure. Only stop entries instead of limit entries. Okay, now the market has mitigated this order block. Now I'll be waiting for stop entries. The thing what I'm waiting for is now I want the next candle to not take the low. Oh, that's too big. Okay, now I want the next candle to not take the low, not sweep the low of this candle, but to start moving forward after breaking this high. When it breaks this high, this is where I'll be entering. I'll be placing stop loss about few pips, like 1 pip, 1.5 pips below this candle. So let's see what happens. Yeah, so this is another beautiful example why you should not be taking limit entries on insignificant structures. This is this structure is absolutely nothing compared to this structure, right? Compared to these structures, alright, I'll just delete this. It's always good to keep your chart clean, okay? This structure is completely insignificant when compared to the structure we were dealing with in the last session. So always take stop entries. So this is an inducement for me, a very minor inducement actually, but if you can see here, this candle sweep the lows of this candle, so it's okay. It's a decent inducement for me. And let me draw the fib levels. I'll be drawing a fib level starting from this minor structure. Let me just mark this as minor. Okay, the reason is for the market has already given us the correction for this structure here. This is the blue line we draw in the London session, so it gave us the correction already. So now we should be drawing our fib levels from here to here. Like I said, the reason is the market already gave us the correction for this big structure. Now we are dealing with this small structure, so that's why the fib levels were drawn from here to here. And if you ask me how I mark this as a valid high, like I said, after inducement. So the significant OB is obviously here. So guys, this is what I consider as a fair value gap. Okay, this tiny a small gap here, if you see properly, that's what I call as a fair value gap. Okay, okay. So the thing is, guys, this is a beautiful buy setup right here. We are dealing with this entire structure, but what happened is I was having some personal things going on in the background, so I completely missed this beautiful buy setup. So I didn't take this entry. This is a very beautiful buy setup right here. So let's say what would have happened if I entered this trade. So if you see here, there's another significant order block right here. So, oh, that's not OB. Okay. Now, after taking a limit order here, I would have put my stop loss about here. This sounds right. About 15 pips SL. Okay, so like I said, I missed this entry completely, but still, let's see what happens. But instead, I took an entry, a sell entry from this structure right here. This is completely against my strategy, what I did during the 5th of December, which is yesterday. I'm recording this video the 6th of December. Okay, so this is completely against my strategy, but I took this anyway because I was frustrated. I missed this order. So the reason why I took this is after inducement, there is still a good chance market could react to this order block right here. So that's the reason I took it. And still we are in the session timing. If you see, the session started here. We are right here. Still the session is running. So I just thought, okay, let's take a it's a 50-50 chance probability or probability entry, but still it's okay. I got tagged in. So I placed my stop loss about here. This is the entry that I took. This is the entry that I didn't take. So let's see what happens to this, to the both of these entries. Okay, now the session is done. I was pretty that's it. After the session time, 2 hours of the session time is over. I don't take any entries. Doesn't matter how better, how beautiful the setup or the trade looks. I just don't trade. That's it. I just do some other things. Close the market. No trading. No trading time after this. Okay, but we got tagged in just right before the session closed. So let's see what happens. I will just, yes. So as you can see, my SL got mitigated. So this is a losing trade, of course. So I lost this trade, and this was against my strategy. I shouldn't have taken that, but still I took that. But let's see what happens to the trade. Yeah, my fixed RR is 2.1, and this trade is a winning trade. So guys, it's funny, right? I'm doing this for about 3 years, but still such things happen to me. It's very normal. It shouldn't be happening more often. Distracted doing personal things and not trading. It should not happen more often. But it's okay. These things are inevitable. So if I followed my strategy properly and took a buy setup here, I would have got about what 4.2 RR on 5th of December. But instead, I just got +2 plus 2.1 minus 1. So the result is 1.1 RR. So that's how things goes, guys. So I really hope you guys learned something from this trade recap. If you guys have any questions, any doubts related to SMC or trading in general, you can ask them. And I hope you got some insight on how I trade the markets. I had a lot of fun doing this, and thank you. See you guys tomorrow.